Yo, what is up YouTube? Buffalo here, and I just wanted to do a quick breakdown of my insane Rafa build that I'm using on Ultimate Vault Hunter level 5. It makes everything a breeze. The hardest missions in the game that they have, the weekly missions, the replayable missions for the Vault Hunter ranks, everything's a breeze. You can get them done really fast. A lot of fun on this build. And also, on top of that, you're going to one-shot every single boss in the game on Ultimate Vault Hunter 5 easily. This is going to be your skill tree. We're going to go with the Peacebreaker Cannons. They're insanely OP. First, I just want to touch on the Overdrive skill here, Rafa's trait. Basically, whenever we activate our action skill, the Peacebreaker Cannons, we're going to go into Overdrive, and we're going to get increased damage and movement speed. Down here, from Temerario, we're going to get even more gun damage when we're in Overdrive. And then from Soltado, we're going to double all our Overdrive bonuses. Then with our class mod Dancer, Overdrive bonuses are going to be increased by 100% as well. So we're just going to be doing a lot of damage, moving really quickly around. We won't get into the specializations yet. But yeah, just go ahead, check this tree out where you need the points and where to put them. I'm going to do Instinto here, double out Auto Shot here, put 5 points into Midnight Oil over here. You could put them into this if you really want even more movement speed, but I guarantee you're not going to need it. We've got our Peacebreaker Cannons up all the time, and you get insane amounts of movement speed. For specializations, first you're going to want to do 10 into Sharpshooter and 10 into Runner, so you can start pumping into Daredevil immediately. You want to get at least 20 into Daredevil, so we can have a Honed Mind, I Am a Gun, and now with Caffeine. You want to have all three of these on at all time for both of the versions of the build we're going to go over today. When you're running around doing ad clear, just have on Bullet Train. And then when I'm doing bossing, now I have Riddle You This instead of Bullet Train. But yeah, after you get 20 into Daredevil, you can just start putting 20 into Brute for more gun damage, because why not? With now with Caffeine, reduce your action skill cooldown whenever a rep kit is activated, so you don't really need the increased action skill cooldown, because we're going to be using triple bypass. We got 3 rep kits. We can spam the rep kits and get our action skill back instant. I have Amp on it for even more overkill damage on the bosses. And then even when you're out ad clearing, if there's a beefy guy, just hit it. Gives you 200% on your very next shot. You don't need to worry about the healing, because you get heck of lifesteal with this hostile acquisition from indirect projectiles. You'll be getting lifesteal all the time from that. You can farm the triple bypass from the back hive, by the way. And then you definitely need the Dancer. This drops from Idolator Sol. This gives you increased your overdrive bonuses. You want to roll for the red skills. This is the best I could get. It does plenty enough. Even anything more is already overkill, but you know. Then that drops from Idolator Sol, by the way. I've got the Super Soldier Shield. This drops from Violictor. This is going to give us 25% movement speed when the Energy Shield is full. So even when we're out of, when we're just running around and we're out of our action skill, we'll have increased movement speed, which is nice. I'm running the Atomic Blockbuster. This is an insane grenade. I've got Nuke on it with Cryo. And yeah, this is just a very, very good grenade. It duplicates, it crushes everything in its path. I'm not specting the ordnance at all, and it does a really good job of just destroying everything. I'll show that as well. Both of these, the shield and the ordnance, they drop from Violictor. And then I'm running Pneumatic Hat Trick. This is really good for bossing. You definitely want Sequencer on for bossing at all time. If you're not bossing, you can do Piercer, you can do Leaper, Tidal Contain, Coding Scattering Shot. Then for my firmware, I've got 2 Trick Shot, just for a little reload speed next to a gun crit damage. I've got 2 Deadeye for accuracy and crit damage, and then usually I'll have 3 Deadeye on for my bossing build. But so I've got Deadeye on my crit knife for my bossing build, but I've got Gadget Ahoy on this one just for increased ordnance cooldown from when I'm running around on this. For the guns I'm using, primarily I'll be using Hot Slugger. You can get that from the Callous Harbinger of Annihilating Death up here. And then I'm also using Kettle Looming Rainbow Vomit for when I don't have my crit knife out for a boss, anything. This just gets the job done really quickly. EVA on UVH5, it melts them. And there's a set of missions that starts here. Enter the Electi Part 1, and that'll lead you to a boss around here named Willem that you can farm to get the Rainbow Vomit if you weren't able to get it from the mission last week like I did. I'm going to show you some footage now of that build going off during the Shadow of the Mountain weekly quest here on Ultimate Vault Hunter level 5, and then we'll go over the bossing build.
Set up more force fields inside. How do I take them down?
Typical Rattler technology. A simple counter signal will fool them. I saw some beacons nearby that should help.
Alright, so for the bossing build, like I said, we're keeping on Riddle You This, taking off Bullet Train from the Ad Clear build, and then we're putting on the Crit Knife. Gotta have the Crit Knife. It's just too good. We have Deadeye on it, like I said, so we're up to 3 out of 3 for Deadeye, 2 out of 3 for Trick Shot. So we're getting all the crit damage possible that we can. Just complete overkill crit damage here. You can use all the same stuff as before. You definitely want to have Sequencer on here. Shield, Dancer, and then Bypass Amp. Then the guns, 2 guns that I've been using, are going to be Malawan guns that have Jacobs and Energy Disc on them. They're both insanely strong. I've noticed the Stellium kills a little faster, and the Vertex has a little bit of a higher chance to have it bounce back on you and put you down. But both of them get the job done. All you need is one of these Malawan shotguns with the Jacobs license accessory and the Alt-Fire Energy Disc, and you'll be doing insane amounts of damage. Like I said, I'll show you here. It's literally infinite overkill damage. All this stuff with Deadeye, all this stuff with Riddle You This, Brute, Killer, all the extra crit damage, everything that we're putting into it. Amp here as well. It's literally overkill. These guns do so much damage. They're insane. But yeah, these are all purple drops, legendary drops, so the best way to farm them is just going to be farming Splash Zone and looking at your purples. So as you can see, that absolutely obliterates literally anything in Ultimate Vault Hunter level 5. It's complete overkill, insane damage. If Ultimate Vault Hunter 10 came out tomorrow, we would still be one-shotting everything in a millisecond. Can you do this with just the gun and the crit knife? Sometimes you can. It's just way less consistent. I really find that having Overdrive active with the Peacebreaker cannons just makes it way, way more consistent. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but I literally get the instant 1 second, millisecond kill every single time when my action skill is up, and when I don't have the action skill up, sometimes the disc just ricochets off into nowhere, or it'll just stop ricocheting a couple seconds into damage, and there'll still be some boss health left. So you don't necessarily need the whole build just for the boss damage. These guns and this crit knife are good enough that you'll be able to nuke almost anything with amp, a crit knife, and these two guns. But the action skill on Rafa, the Peacebreaker cannons, and the overdrive do make it way more consistent. Easy, 100% sure, 0.01 millisecond kill every time once you get it down. There you have it, everybody. That is the build. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate it. I'm going to go make a Grenazerker build now on my Rafa. I'm sure I'll be making a video on that as well, so keep a lookout for that. Make sure to comment below, like, subscribe. Everything helps. If you enjoyed the video, I appreciate you all watching. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.